Hello, dear friends, and welcome to your weekly horoscope for January 20th through the 26th. This week, we are going to have a new moon, which is an exciting new beginning, and we'll talk about it. We'll prepare for those type of new energies. Before that, the sun is going to ingress Aquarius, so this is another shift which we will experience first. And overall, the strong Aquarius energy, the strong Uranus energy through the week can bring some kind of surprises, unexpected situations. There might be some breakthroughs. There might be some kind of things you are doing for the very first time. So it can be quite exciting, but also kind of unpredictable and to a certain extent also stressful, because the sun is going to square Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius. And this can bring some things that we are not prepared for, or some kind of even shocking situations. So prepare to react fast and to think outside of the box. This week is about doing something differently, preparing for a change. But keep in mind that the new moon is on Friday. And before that, especially Wednesday, Thursday, the moon is very old, which means that obviously this is the last phase, the fourth phase of the lunar cycle. And this is time for completion, to finish some old project or to look more into your own goals, to be more in touch with yourself, and overall to prepare for the new start. But the new start comes after Friday, which means that the business days during this week might be a little bit slower. Things may not be so intense, and that's okay. These are normal phases. This is just the preparation for the upcoming new beginning. Venus is also going to have two exciting aspects. One of them is challenging with Mars, so there might be some intense emotions we need to balance. There might be possible confrontations or some kind of things we have to work harder that we want to achieve. At the same time, there is a very positive aspect that Venus is going to have with Jupiter, which can bring us some positive opportunities or some expansion or some support from other people, especially those that we love. So the week is very, very different at the beginning and at the very end. Now, with that being said, let's go through each of the days, and of course, we'll talk more about the new moon itself and also the different aspects we have each day. Of course, we begin with Monday. The sun will ingress Aquarius. So this is the first big shift during this week. The sun moves from Capricorn to Aquarius. Usually those are some of the most recognizable shifts because the signs are so different. Capricorn, it's about the rules, it's about strictness and consistency and obligations and hard work. On the other side, Aquarius, where the sun is moving now, is the sign of excitement and adventures and new experiences and changes and thinking and acting outside of the box. So there is a significant shift coming on the horizon, and overall we may feel a little lighter. The atmosphere is not that strict, not that rigid in some way. With all of the other Capricorn energy planets, of course, we are gonna still feel this energy, but not so intensely, because honestly, it was too much recently. The Sun, Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, Mercury was there, so it's time for some changes. The Sun ingressing Aquarius can bring us this lightness and also opportunity for some kind of changes which can come fast. On Monday also, Venus will have a minor challenging aspect with Saturn and Pluto. Venus is in Pisces, Saturn and Pluto obviously are in Capricorn, and this can create some kind of emotional challenges. In relationships, there might be some distance or some struggles we experience. So be cautious, don't push things too much, don't be too emotional, because Venus in Pisces can make us more emotional than necessary. Give space to the people you love. Don't push things even when it comes to business. There will be better days for negotiations. On the other side, the moon is in Sagittarius, which can help us to solve the potential emotional challenges that Venus with Saturn and Pluto can bring. The moon in Sagittarius also resonates very well with the sun in Aquarius. Those are the most adventurous signs, the two signs concentrated on the future. So this is a light atmosphere when it comes to our goals and focusing on our vision for the future. Tuesday is not that stressful, but also without so much shifts. The only thing we have as a major aspect is the moon, which will square Neptune. The moon is still in Sagittarius, so we can be focused on long-term goals, on planning, on expansion, learning new things. The atmosphere overall is very optimistic, but we have to be careful for possible illusions or misunderstandings, or sometimes we might dream too much and not act enough. Those are some of the challenges that Neptune can bring. But overall, the day can be very good for creativity, for expansion, for working on some kind of future projects. Then on Wednesday, first of all, we have a semi-square between the Sun in Aquarius and Neptune in Pisces. Possible misunderstandings, possible mistakes, or lack of motivation, or some kind of confusion. But if you are focused on something more creative or something inspirational or something which you really love doing, this aspect can help you to dive deeper, to be more emotional about the things you are about to create. So creatively, the aspect can be good, but be careful. At the same time, the moon is in Capricorn, which can help us to be more practical, more strict and disciplined, and focused on some obligations and duties. Then Thursday is a very specific day. First of all, the moon will be invisible because on the following day we have the new moon in Aquarius. So on Thursday, be extra careful with everything you do. It doesn't mean that something dangerous is about to happen. It means that it may just be not that productive, especially if you want to see the results right now. This can be a challenge. So try not to start some important projects, especially on Thursday. And if possible, work on the preparation, but not on the actual steps or making something which has, has a major importance. The moon is in Capricorn, which on the other side can make us more serious, more concentrated, focused on something more practical. But it's important that the sun will square Uranus. So probably whatever we are planning, it will be changed through the day. There could be some surprises. It might be also due to our own decisions, which can change. For example, you have had one direction, one plan of the day, then you change your perspective. You want to do something different, or you decide that it's not time for this type of project. So lots of surprises may happen on Thursday. We have to be careful also when it comes to communication, especially with groups of people, that things might be kind of tricky. There is also a very interesting aspect configuration, which you can see here. Mercury in Aquarius in minor positive aspect with Jupiter and with Venus at the same time. And at the same time, Venus and Jupiter have a sextile, another positive aspect. So we have a closed configuration, positive one, between three planets. And this is actually very beneficial, meaning that we can prepare, we can plan something, we can concentrate on organizing something. And Mercury here is the most important planet. the planet in the apex or the focus point of this configuration. So concentrate on planning, on visualizing what you want to achieve. How do you see this project in the future? When it comes to communication, things might be kind of successful actually, even though we have the Uranus stressful energy, the surprises and everything else. This configuration is positive, so we can take advantage of it. And this can be great for focusing on and planning some concrete goals that we also really enjoy and we really love. Here, Mercury and Venus are very strong. Both are exalted. So communicating with other people, with women especially, can be beneficial, and planning the things that you want to materialize, you want to succeed in, things that are important for you. Very positive also combination with all of that, the invisible moon, the Mercury positive aspect, and so on. It's a very positive combination for reflection, to look more into your own vision, your own plans. Is there something you need and you would like to change? There might be a deeper understanding as well. So quite interesting. And then of course we get to Friday and the actual day when we have the new moon. The new moon will be in Aquarius on the 5th degree. So first of all, check where is this degree in your chart. Do you have other planets close there or a cusp of a house? In which house this new moon is falling? Because that's the area where you can experience some shifts, something new. You can begin new exciting projects. You may focus more on breaking the habits, the routines, because it's very important that the new moon has a square with Uranus. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius at the same time, so we have a double impact here. And it shows that in one concrete area, you can have a breakthrough, you can make a drastic change. It may not be very easy, it may not be that comfortable, because the square is a square, so it requires effort and it might feel kind of uncomfortable. At the same time, it provides much more freedom than any positive aspect can bring you. So focus on the things that you would like to change. What is it that you want to begin? Something related to the future, something with a vision for the future. It could include other people, especially for some kind of social project, some kind of group activities. And I will tell you a secret that I'm preparing something related to that, some specific group project and activity. I will tell you more about it in the near future. And it's actually a great time to think about also, do you want to be part of some kind of community, to do something together with other people, personally, career-wise, social-wise? Think about it. There is something magical when we connect to others, especially when they are like-minded people. So probably it's time for you to think about socialization, connecting to others, doing something more with your friends or with your peer group. And Mercury being there as well also shows that it can be a great time for more communication, for planning something new, connections with other people as well. And it's important to mention that it may not be visible at first, but if you look in the chart, you will see that Saturn and Pluto are also in conjunction with the new moon. The orbit is large. We have a 10-degree orbit, but it's still enough. So Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn are also affecting the new moon in Aquarius, which shows that it can be a deep process of transformation, something that you can restructure, something you can rebuild. It can have a long-lasting impact on your life. And it's also time to be more serious, more organized, but to do it in your own way. This is the interesting combination between Capricorn and Aquarius. From one side, the focus is on the structures, the rules, the routine stuff, the past in some way. And at the same time, we have a transition into Aquarius, which is the new pattern, the new scenario we want to build up and create and live, and the changes we want to materialize. It can create discomfort, as we already said, and it's kind of a time to break the habits, to step into a new level, to take the drastic decision. I will no longer allow this, or it's time for a change, or I'm tired of that. Let's take action. Let's do something new. So quite intense. We have to say also kind of stressful new moon, but those are the times when we can move to the next level. The easy aspects, they are too comfortable. They can be very nice as well, very pleasant, but they are not the ones that really push you to take action and to get outside of the comfort zone. So quite interesting, really. We may say, like, really with one and two or two words, how each of the signs can be triggered, so that you know in which area you have to break, or change the pattern, or get out of the routine stuff, so that you can build up something new and expand. For Aries, I will calculate this right now, so please allow some, be tolerant. For Aries, the new moon will fall in 11th house, so the major focus is communities, groups of people, vision for the future. For Taurus, this would be 10th house, which is career, social projects, your reputation, business, and actually very important things visible for others. For Gemini, the new moon will activate 9th house, which means time for new vision for the future, new goals, time for dreaming, maybe learning new things as well. For Cancer, 8th house, so diving deeper, maybe working with the past, maybe transforming something, healing as well, and financial stuff, mostly related to other people. For Leo, the new moon triggers 7th house, of the major area which is triggered, relationships, partnerships, how you connect to other people. For Virgo, the new moon will trigger 6th house, which means work, health, business. What is it that you can start in those areas? For Libra, the new moon triggers 5th house, which means love, creativity, kids, your hobbies and entertainment. For Scorpio, the new moon triggers 4th house, so family, home stuff, properties, and also your internal emotional experiences. For Sagittarius, we have 3rd house triggered, which means ideas, connections with other people, traveling, connecting overall with the world. For Capricorn, the new moon triggers 2nd house, so mostly material stuff, concrete results, and also financial results. For Aquarius, obviously, this is a major shift time for new actions, new projects, new activities, personal development, and overall, this is the most important new moon for you guys during this year. And finally, for Pisces, this new moon triggers 12th house. So deep stuff on an emotional level, on a psychological level, personal transformations, and also spiritual projects, spiritual practices. So that's with just a few words in which area you should focus on. Consider your sun and rising sign. Both can be important. And step up. This means to make a change, to connect to other people. Don't try to do everything on your own. Aquarius is the sign of communities. So concentrate on doing something with other people. This is what can bring you the major change or the new opportunities. All right, so let's move now to Saturday. From Saturday, the energy is shifted because we are already in the beginning of the new lunar cycle. So it's more dynamic. It could be time for a change. Also, Obviously, the moon is in Aquarius, so exciting opportunities, change, communication with other people, group activities can be very successful. And Mercury in Aquarius will have a sextile with Mars in Sagittarius, which is another aspect wonderful for planning things, taking action with friends, doing something, concentrating on your goals, or communicating actively with other people, or planning something to do together with your friends or with others. So overall, Saturday can be both productive, exciting, and harmonious day as well. And finally, on Sunday, we have a square between Venus and Mars. This square can bring some kind of confrontations between people, so be careful when it comes to love, when it comes to communicating with the people you love, and also when it comes to your desires. You may realize that something will change, that you need to take some different actions, or also you might react more emotionally to what's going on when it comes to your goals. So overall, there is an emotional imbalance which we have to handle with. At the same time, Mercury will have a positive aspect with Neptune, Mercury in Aquarius with Neptune in Pisces, which can allow us to focus more on spiritual stuff, great time for meditation, for learning new things, increased intuition. So overall, this is a nice aspect also for learning. The moon will be in Aquarius most of the day. So some excitement, some surprises are possible, great time to connect to other people as well. And after 6 p.m. Eastern time, the moon will move to Pisces. So more emotionality, things can slow down a little bit. Honestly, this is just a great time for relaxation. On a Sunday evening with the moon in Pisces, just give yourself some rest. That's the best thing you can do. And with that, we have covered the forecast for the upcoming week. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram because you will find more inspiration there and daily updates from me. And let me know, what are you most excited about this new moon? Do you have a concrete idea about something you want to do? You don't have to share it, but just tell us, okay, I'm excited, I have the vision for myself. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate your time, and I'll see you soon.